This is a big day. We have Jones Road SPF. They've been working on this formula since the very beginning. It's been over 4 years now. They were actually gonna release this sooner, but I know they wanted to tweak a few things, so it's finally here. This is the first time I'm playing around with them. I haven't touched them. I was sent a test version back when I was working for the company. I no longer work for them. A few things to note about the SPF. There are 4 shades, untinted, light, medium, and dark. None of them offer coverage. The only reason that there's even color to them is to help negate the white cast from zinc oxide. Zinc oxide on its own is super white. That's why it's so hard to formulate, because you have to contrast that white to make it look natural on your skin. This is broad spectrum SPF. It's 30. I love a mineral SPF. The formulas have come a long way. They used to be really chalky, very difficult to blend. I feel like now there's a lot of competition with mineral SPF. I personally love my Kosas SPF, so we'll see what this one looks like. There's also 1.69 fluent ounces in here, so you can travel with it. Here we have untinted, light, medium, and dark. I'll go ahead and blend these out on my hand. Untinted disappeared pretty fast. There's really not a white cast, it's just a sheen. Light also pretty much disappeared into my skin. Let's try medium. Medium also completely disappeared. Now let's see what dark looks like. Here's dark. You can kind of see a little bit of it, but it's still blending out really well. I know Bobby was passionate about making sure that this SPF would work for all skin tones. That's also why this took so long to do. Enough talking, let's just try it out and see what it looks like. Before we begin, I'll start by putting my hair back. I have a moisturizer on from earlier today. I'll link what I used below. It was the brand Graydon. They're a clean Canadian skincare brand. It's called the Super Sensitive Skin Stuff. I like it because I can use it all over my eyelids, under my eyes, and all over the face too. I have nothing else on my skin. I think I'll use untinted on one side and then light on the other side. I've never used this before. This is my first time opening it up. The active ingredient is zinc oxide, 15.9%. This has the exact same packaging as the gel bronzer. I really care about how this is gonna lay with my makeup. I'll zoom in so we can really see what's going on. I'm starting with this small amount, but if you're really looking for sun protection, we'll need more. It moves very easily on the skin. It has a natural smell. I'm not getting any intense fragrance. It definitely has a sheen to it. I'm gonna apply a bit more because we need more SPF. I wasn't expecting it to go on so white, but it does blend out. I'd be curious to try this on my partner. He has a little deeper skin, just to see what this white color would look like if it would blend out on his skin. So far it's definitely blending in, but I'm also really fair right now. I'll take light on the other side. This is what light's looking like. This actually looks very similar to the shade Ivory. I kind of want to compare it. Ivory is on top and then light is on the bottom. The only reason there's color to this is just to contrast that white zinc oxide that is the mineral in the SPF that causes white flashback and doesn't blend in as well on the skin. It's really hard to formulate. You have to balance out the white so that it doesn't look like you're painting white on your face. Here's the first layer of light on my skin, and then here's the untinted color. I think I'm seeing a tiny little bit of white on this side, but it's really hard to tell. I'll go ahead and do another layer of light. This has a very similar feel as the Just Enough tinted moisturizer, although this has a little bit more sheen to it, but it's very lightweight feeling. It doesn't feel heavy or sticky. You can use your hands with application. This I typically use for foundation. It's one of my all-time favorite brushes. That's a great brush to have for applying SPF, but you could also use it with your liquid foundation too. So far, I'm really liking the feel of it, but what's most important to me is how it lays underneath makeup. Usually I'd wait about 10 to 15 minutes before going in with my makeup, but I want to put it to the test and just try it out right now without waiting. I have the Jones Road Just a Sec Tinted Moisturizer. I'll go ahead and apply this to my untinted side. I have this shade Ivory. Feels like it's layering pretty well. I'm not feeling any pilling happening. Pilling can happen when you've layered too much on your skin. You can feel little balls forming on the skin. So far, I'm not seeing any of that happening, so it's laying pretty well underneath. I'll go ahead and do another pass through. Just for the heck of it, I'll use a non-Jones Road foundation for the other side. See how that lays. This is just a Dior foundation stick. We'll see how this pairs with Jones Road's SPF. I actually feel like it's creating a really nice base for this. I'm liking what I'm seeing. This offers more coverage than the tinted moisturizer I just used. Dior isn't a clean brand, but if you're looking for a beautiful finish with more coverage, it's definitely one of my favorites. It does have a smell though. Here's how that's looking. I'm not seeing any pilling or separation happening. I already put a lot of this on, so I'll use my brush and go over any additional areas I need more coverage. I rarely ever put foundation up on my forehead. There's such little discoloration up here. I typically just will use bronzer. I'll go ahead and finish my makeup off camera and we'll see how it's wearing in about 30 minutes. I just finished doing the rest of my makeup. I put a little Miracle Balm in Sunkissed on my forehead, a little on the cheekbone, just to give my skin a little warmth. I also feel like the Miracle Balm is playing well with the SPF and the other products. I'm actually really loving the way the SPF is laying underneath the makeup. It's kind of a beautiful primer. I wasn't expecting to like this as much as I do. I honestly think the Untinted is causing a little too much shine for some reason. I don't know if maybe that was also the tinted moisturizer I put on there, but I'm kind of liking light better for my skin. It's very subtle. I'm not sure if it's just because I like this side of my face better. I gave myself maybe a minute before I went in with foundation. So the fact that it's laying this well with such a limited time for it to set into the skin is actually pretty impressive. Here's a closer look. I also put a little bit of my Dior stick on this side to help bring a bit more coverage. I feel like the Dior foundation is not pairing as well because I also put that tinted moisturizer on it too. Here it is from further away. I didn't think I needed anything else in my routine, but now I kind of feel like I need to include this SPF. If you're about my skin tone, maybe a little darker, you could get away with light. None of these really offer pigment, so you shouldn't have to worry about any of them looking weird on your skin. Hopefully this video helped you with deciding whether or not you want to go for the SPF. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.